be showing you guys how to make this dress. You can use about 3 yards of fabric for this, 3 yards of Akara fabric. So guys, the main purpose of this video is to show you guys the sleeve, but since I'm going to be making the whole dress, so I'm just going to run through how to make the body. So you're going to be cutting it in form of an A-line, or if you want you can make it in form of a circle. It depends on you. So since I'm using just 3 yards, I'm going to make it in form of an A-line. So but I'm going to just use this method here. So I'm going to cut. I've already folded my fabric into two. The 2 yards of it is what I'm using for the body, and then 1 yard is what I'm using for the sleeve. So guys, I folded this fabric into two, and then I'm going to tilt it this way in form of an angle. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to make sure that the length I want, because I want it above my knee, I want the dress to be about 38 inches. So I'm going to measure this side of this angle, like this edge here. I'm going to measure this part here and make sure that the length of the dress plus like extra 1.5 can fit in, because I need 1 inch to fold the edge and half an inch to join the shoulder, right? So I'm going to make sure that the length fits in on this side. So guys, the next thing I have to do now is just to measure. So like I said, I want 38 to be the length of my dress. So to that 38, I added 1.5. So I need 39.5. So I'm going to make sure that I insert that measurement on this side here. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and draw a straight line across from that part here. So I'm going to rule a straight line across this way from that part where my shoulder is, and then the next thing I have to do is just to come down here, mark 1 inch of shoulder slope, and then I'm going to make sure that my shoulder measurement fits on that straight line. So my shoulder measurement divided by 2 is 8 inches. So mark that here, and then like I said, come down 1 inch on that line, and then you're going to insert your armhole. So my armhole is 9. That's 18 divided by 2 is 9. So I'm going to mark it on this line. So I'm going to connect the two in a straight line down like this. After this, I'm going to divide my bust measurement by 4 and use this line to add the bust measurement here. So the bust I'm working with is going to be 40 divided by 4 is going to be 10 plus extra 1 is 11. Guys, if you want, you can add ease to it. If you don't want it to fitted by the bust, you can do, and you can just add like extra half an inch to whatever measurement you're working with before adding your seam allowance. So this is what I'm working with here, basically the edge of this here. But let's say you add yours now, and the measurement you have when you tilted yours and the measurement you have, let's say your bust measurement fits here. What you're going to do is just to blend it into this line, like this. Blend it into this line so you can get the perfect A-line. But mine is, as you can see, my measurement is just at the edge, so it's already cut itself, so there's nothing else for me to cut. So guys, what I have to do now is to go down here, and then I'm going to mark 39.5 all the way around, right? Using the edge of this part here, I'm going to mark 39.5 all the way to the edge. So guys, now that I've marked it, so guys, after that, I'm going to just give it a curve this way by the armhole, and then I'm going to come up here, insert my shoulder measurement, which is 3 inches that I'm working with, just your basic shoulder measurement, and then connect this 1 inch of shoulder slope to this point. So guys, at this point now, all I have to do is just to cut this out. Mine is just basic neckline, 3 inches. And then for the armhole, you're going to go ahead and chip out a little bit just so that your armhole can fit into that side. Remember, you always cut out some like half an inch by your armhole. So once you do that, I'm going to cut mine out now, and then we can move over to the sleeve. So guys, this is what it looks like at the moment. So I cut open the back. Like I said, I've chipped off everything I need. So the body of this cloth is done. If you want to add pocket, you can go ahead and add a pocket to yours, but mine won't be having a pocket. So guys, now I'm going to move over to the sleeve. So for the sleeve, it depends on you what you want. So like I said, I'm going to make mine, I want mine to be 19 inches, and then my total length is supposed to be like 23. So I'm making it 19 inches so that I can take away, the ruffle can complete the length of the sleeve when I'm done. So I'm basically making mine 19 and then I added 1 inch to it. So the body of this sleeve at this moment is 20 inches because I need half an inch to join this top part and then I need half an inch to join the lower part of the sleeve. So guys, the next thing you have to do is just to draw your basic long sleeve pattern. I already have that on my channel, so you can go ahead and draw that. So I just came down 4 inches from here, marked a straight line across this way. You're going to find halfway through this straight line. For me, the straight line is 12 inches. Halfway through is going to be 6. Mark the top part here and then mark the one below. So guys, after that, now the next thing you have to do is just come down here to your elbow and figure out where the length is. So for me, that's about 12, and then you're going to insert your measurement here. You round your elbow measurement. So let's say that is 14 for you. You divide it by 2, mark it, add 1 inch of seam allowance, mark that, and then come down to the edge here, wherever this edge is for you. So let's say that is 6.5 for me, and then add 1 inch of seam allowance. So the next thing you're going to do is just to connect these two together this way, and then you're going to connect it to the other edge this way. So guys, now the sleeve is done. I'm going to just go ahead and cut this out. It doesn't really have to be too perfect because one side of it is going to be really open, so it won't matter if it's fitted. The part that has to be fitted the most is this upper part. So I'm going to just cut this out now. And then the next thing you're going to do, guys, remember, like I said, the flay of this is going to be at even down to the edge. So this is not my complete full sleeve. My full sleeve is 24 inches, but the flay is going to be what will complete the edge of this sleeve. So like I said, my flay might be around 4 inches or 3 inches to complete the length. So basically what I have here is just my normal length plus 1 inch. That's half an inch for the top and half an inch to join the bottom flay. So that is 19 for me. 19 is what I'll have when I'm done, but at the moment I have 20 inches. So guys, the next thing you're going to do is at this top part here, you're going to figure where you want yours to stop. You can decide to use your bicep area, or you can decide wherever you want, or like 3 inches above your elbow. Wherever you decide that to be, you're going to mark it, right? And once you mark it, you're going to also mark, like I said, I already marked 1 inch of my seam allowance. If you remember, 1 inch of seam allowance I'm going to use to join this side, which is going to be sewn in. So what I'm going to do now is just to connect these two parts together from the tip to this point. I'm going to just connect it this way. So now I'm going to cut this part out. So guys, once you cut it out, now you see I have everything that I used to make my flay. So I have to just join the edges of this and make a long one. So I'm going to just open it up this way. It's better to do it now before you, because imagine if I closed my sleeve before doing this, it would be hard for me to run my gather through it. But it's better once it's open like this, so that you can go to your sewing machine, take it this way, and then you start joining it, right? You make your gather. If you want, you can use your stitch to make the gather before you start sewing it. So once you finish, you just run your gather through the edge of this here. And then remember to also fold the edge, whatever you decide the ruffle length to be. Add 1.5 to it so that you can use 1 inch to fold the edge and half an inch to join it to this body here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up mine and attach it to the body, and then I'll bring it back so that you guys can see what it looks like. I've finished the dress. So I used bias to finish the neckline, and for the back, guys, all I did is just to cut it 5 inches down, and then I used the fabric to turn it over like a facing, and then use bias to finish it. You see my button here, and then I use fabric to make a button loop on this side and then close it up. So guys, that's basically how I did this here. And then for the sleeve, so guys, you see mine is like the A line. You see how it looks. So guys, see the sleeve, how you're going to do yours, because I try to sew mine open, but it depends on you which one is better for you. I try to sew mine open so that I can be able to place it and so that I can be able to place it and gather it, but it was more difficult for me. So what I did was just to close up the sleeve a little bit, like 5 inches up, and then once I close it like 5 inches away from the edge, because if you see, this is the end of the sleeve, right? This is the edge here. So I closed it 5 inches up, so that way I can be able to gather just the opening here. because once you close this up, this part now looks like a circle. So now you can just put it around your sewing machine and just take your clothes, and if you want you can do pleats, and if you want you can just make the girder already and then use it to pass through it. But I just used small pleats to finish up mine. And guys, if you feel like my ruffle is short, you can make yours longer, but I'm working with limited amount of fabric here. So like mine here should be about 4 inches, and then I added 1 inch for folding the edge and a half an inch to join the body. But guys, you can do more than this. You can do like any length you want if you want it to drape even more. But just consider that, remember, wherever the edge of the body of this sleeve stops, you remember you're still adding this gathered part, so it might make it too long and then come inside the palm of your hand if that's the look you're going for. But just always put into consideration the length of the edge here, so that way you can shorten this peak that is going to go down to that part. So that's basically how mine is. Like I said, you can add a pocket to yours. You can use this sleeve in a different style. It's a high-low sleeve. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for your time, and bye.